All right, beautiful people. We are back again in the choo-choo. Yes, we have Madam in the house. What do you see? We have Madam in the choo. Today, no long thing. We're talking about more extramarital affairs, more stories for you people. What do you see? So first things first, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, do so right away. I'm here with your Madam herself.
Adepa Benis.
All right, so Madam, how you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Why? Let me drink to that.
God's grace, God's grace. Nyamiadom.
Cool. All right. Charlie, today the story is the plenty. You know what we're going to do? We'll read the stories.
Yeah.
But before that, we have stories from our followers.
Okay.
So we'll just read one or two of them, then we get straight into the main stories for today. All right.
Yeah.
So okay, so this one is anonymous. So met this Owerri man at my cousin's wedding. We had fun and exchanged numbers. He asked me out and I said yes. A few months into the relationship, he invited me to Owerri. I went, and during sex, he used the same towel he uses to clean his body.
What?
After bathing, to wipe away sweat from his body.
Bacterials.
And asked to use the same towel to clean my body after bathing too.
What? Doesn't have more money to buy towels?
I said the towel looks like he has been using it since 5 years. He doesn't even carry his leg up when cleaning his legs. He puts it on the ground and clean his leg. Omo, the next 2 days at Japa, I lied to him and I had work emergency. People look neat from outside until you leave with them.
Gentility outside and dirtiness home.
Gentility outside and dirtiness home. But I think
one towel for everything.
Everything, literally.
Oh God.
For his face, for his butt.
No, this even if you go to market, then it was I can even get like.
Oh, Charlie, these days like
towels are very cheap.
Oh, these days towels are cheap. I have bare towels that my people say send me them yasha waiting.
Maybe the guy is saving for future purpose.
One thing that I know is that a lot of guys they don't care about stuff like that until a certain point in their life. Like they
they start a family or what?
I think when they come to a realization that they need to start grooming in a certain way.
Most guys do it when they have a woman by their side.
Really? Because talking from a perspective point of view as a man, I didn't have a woman in my life when I decided to actually invest into towels. I didn't have a woman in my life when I decided I need to be like clean.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So I feel it really depends.
But right now we will get like minority of men who will be doing that.
Oh yeah.
Minority.
But the truth of the matter is, one person told me, Enoch, use the same towel that you used to wipe your body for your face. And I was like, yes.
Okay.
And I was doing that for like years, for like 3 decades.
Yeah, because what I know is the skin, especially our hand and the body is way different from our face.
The only thing,
the face actually contracts most of the dirt. Right.
The only thing that stopped me from doing that was the fact that I was like, do you realize that the same towel that you use it to wipe your butt? And now, the next day you might use that same part to wipe your face. And it changed my perspective on how I use towel.
Yeah, you have to get a small face towel. So
exactly.
When you're done cleaning yourself, you just use the face towel for your face.
Please, stay neat.
And even with the face towel, after you're done, you just rinse it with the water. Right. Then you hang it so you dry.
Yeah, but I have bare ones, so like every day I use different face towels.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, so that was it for the anonymous sender. Let's just dive into today's stories because we have 9 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So like I told you guys, last 2 episodes, it was about extramarital affairs. That was for men. Today we're talking of the women. That is why we have Adepa in the Chuweb. So yes, really straight into it. This one came from Taiwo. Yes, Taiwo. She's 39. I got married in 2013. The first 5 years of my marriage were blissful, especially after I had my first child. Okay. My husband became so caring and was always there to provide all my needs. He kept the same energy after my second born as well. I couldn't be happier. Subsequently, we started having arguments now and then, which was meddling with the peace of our home. After trying everything to make things work out again, my husband suggested that we have an open marriage. I didn't understand where that came from, so I disagreed. A few months after, I found out that he was seeing a lady, but I didn't bother to confront him. I replied to a guy who has always been in my DM. We met and started dating. My husband found out and told me we have to stop the open marriage thing. He begged me to let's reinstate the happiness in our home. Unfortunately, it was too late. I am deeply in love with the other guy and we are still together 17 months later.
So the husband started everything. So if you are doing that, I'm also going to do it. Why are you telling us?
This is the issue with most men.
Yeah.
Our pride, our ego doesn't allow us to let us see our woman with even another guy.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances.
If not, then you shouldn't even suggest it in the first place.
Do you understand? Because you, the man, you came to talk about open marriage. But really and truly, your ego and pride was not even going to allow you to see your woman with another guy. That brings us to Adam 22.
What's that?
Do you know of Adam 22? No. Recently, there was a guy that was training with his wife. They are, I think the woman was a porn star. But bottom line, they run a podcast that they interview porn stars.
Porn stars, wow.
And when they interview them or have conversations with them on the podcast, after that they bank.
Threesome?
Like a threesome. And,
what?
And the whole podcast, it was only like female porn stars that came on. So literally, the guy was just having two women, his wife and another porn star. So he was just literally living his dream.
His libido is very high.
Good. Now, the lady, on the other hand, didn't have a problem because she also enjoys having sex with other women. Like, they did this for a while, and now the lady said she wants to take her career to the next level. So she wants to bang the number one black guy on Blacked.
What? She's taking it to the next level.
To the next level. And that has been the guy of her dreams that she wants to take that D.
Wow. So her dreams are coming true.
So she has to let that happen. And it happened. When it happened, the guy actually got, the Adam 22 guy actually got the girl a Lamborghini. Because when that happened, their numbers just went up the roof. But there's a plot twist to the issue. When the girl came home, the guy got jealous. One way or the other, but he's going to play it off.
Okay.
Now, the lady says that ever since they got married, the guy hasn't banged her that crazy until that guy. You understand? And the thing is, she realized the guy's ego was bruised when she started complaining about the fact that this black guy ripped her apart. Literally.
So he wants to also show what he's got. Wow.
There was actually another rule to this thing that the girl had to go through.
Yeah.
The rule was, you guys can do anything, but he shouldn't come on your face. Because he felt that would kill his pride. But anytime that these people do this podcasting, this guy can do anything.
But the lady can't do anything.
No, the girl too can do anything. But to this particular one, there was a rule. you understand? So my thing is, if you can't deal with shit that if it comes to you, don't even suggest it. Don't even push it out there. You understand?
Yeah.
But from your side, when it comes to men acting that way, how do women mostly see it when it comes to your perspective point of view?
Well, men being jealous, I think it really shows how he's so much into you, how he really loves you.
Right. So you just think it comes from a safe place?
Yeah, it does. Because he wants to protect what he has or what he's having.
Don't you think, like some women also feel that they see some sort of insecurity in the guy?
For me, not.
For you, no.
If my guy is jealous, then it means, well, the love is very.
Yeah, but I mean, with jealousy, most of the time, I think when you act out of the norm, that's where
the insecurities come in.
Right. Right. Makes sense. It makes sense. All right. So we go into the next story, and that came from Dolapo, and she's 37. She said, I am currently cheating on my husband with another married man, and I am looking for an exit to my marriage of 10 years. I met my husband through a former colleague who was his cousin. My husband has been a verbal and psychological abuser to me and my son over the years. He constantly makes me feel worthless and turned me against my family and friends. Narcissist.
That's bad.
I met my lover this year at my previous workplace. After spending time together, we became intimate, and my lover has been helping me come back out of the shell I had fallen into bracket, my unhealthy marriage. My husband found out about us, but we still find ways to communicate. I am working towards getting my fiancés together. No, I'm working towards getting my finances together so I can leave my husband next year.
Verbal abuse.
That is one thing that people don't pay attention to.
Yeah, the words you say really, really hurts.
They won't say, they won't say, oh, you are a bitch or not. Nah. They make some statements
which will get to you.
It gets it pierces through your heart. And that's the ways of a narcissist, literally.
Yeah.
They use their words.
Anything which comes to their mouth, they just say. They don't think about it.
No,
they don't.
At all. And they make sure they are draining you to the core.
And one thing about women is where they find peace, that's where they go. If this man is very caring, he respects me, he treats me very well, he knows what he is having, they go there.
That makes absolute sense. But some also find themselves so much attached to this particular person that they don't even see another future without them. So they decide to still stay there, regardless of the verbal abuse. Because sometimes some people might feel like it's just verbal abuse and it will not get to the physical abuse. But truth of the matter is the verbal abuse is as crazier as...
It can drain you.
It can make you commit suicide.
Sure.
Literally. If the person beat you yourself where you die, you know say the person beat you, you know the person will kill you. But someone can verbally abuse you.
You can be sitting there thinking of it. Most times then there'll be all sorts of suicidal thoughts coming to your head. You might see yourself to be useless.
Oh yeah. They make you feel so insecure about yourself. They stay away from narcissists, please. Those narcissists, when you feel narcissist energy, I beg you.
Just stay away.
People just love toxicity in relationships, literally as well.
Did you?
You need to call them names. You need to make them feel so inferior of themselves. That is when they feel very drawn to you.
Yeah.
Jimmy, but yes. Let's move on to the next one. This one came from Mercy. She is 30.
Okay.
I have a high sex drive. Ooh, I like women like that.
Finish reading and let's see what comes out of it.
I have a high sex drive.
Okay.
Which my husband knew about since we started dating. Mm-hmm. During our relationship, we have sex at least 15 times a week.
What? Doesn't he work? Don't they work?
Please let me continue. During our relationship, we have so during our relationship, we have sex at least 15 times a week. When we relocated to Abuja, I usually visit him from Lagos every weekend, and all we do is wake up, eat, sleep, and have plenty of sex till I go back. We got married in 2019, and our sex life was still good. In 2020, my husband changed. He started complaining about my sex drive and how tired he feels all the time. After depriving me of sex for a week, he ordered sex toys for me online, which I found very useless because I'm not a fan of it. Long story short, I have anonymously paid a relationship blog to help find a guy who would satisfy my sexual needs. My sex life has been top-notch for the past 2 months.
But I think the husband should keep up to that. Because when you are coming to my life, I told you that this is who I am.
Yeah.
And you agreed to keep up to that. You agreed to satisfy me sexually.
Yeah, and he set up that.
So why are you complaining now? You have to keep up to it.
Thing is, anything that starts off during dating periods, especially the first 6 months, don't believe it.
Oh, coming from a guy.
Don't believe it.
Okay.
No. See,
I won't.
if the person is banging you 15 times in a week, don't believe it. Because
is it just pretending?
No, it's not pretending. It's a drive.
Okay.
It is a drive.
Okay.
If the person starts off very bad, don't believe it.
Why?
It's a certain type of drive.
Why?
The person could be stressed at that point, probably that they met you.
Okay.
But after 6 months, the brutal be obey you know. You go shock. See, the first 6 months, men don't believe women anything that you see in there.
Yeah.
Women don't believe anything that you see because it is bound to change.
Anytime. But I don't understand why if people are like first year or second year of marriage, like they're able to do what they tell you they're going to do. Yeah. But as time goes on, they change from it.
Yeah, it's human nature.
But I expect you to keep up to it.
How you were 2 years ago, are you still the same person? Pure meno?
Nope. But if I'm going to change for the positive side of it, then why not? Right. If it's going to help, why not?
Yes,
but if it's going to bring problems, then I won't.
One thing that we should also understand, let's say, for example, this whole sex conversation. If you are not working, there's a different sort of energy in you.
That's why I asked, are they working?
Yeah.
They are both working.
But if the guy is
not working. They were both working when they're having the 15 times sex a day.
I doubt. But even if they were working, according to the story, the guy, when the lady comes in there, he will probably take days off because they are going to be home, eat, sleep, bang.
Yeah.
So it's much more of like the guy resting from work and releasing stress. So it works for that time period. But when you are gone, that is where the guy actually starts to feel the tiredness. But now he's just going to work, come back home and sleep. Because you're not there.
Women, we don't also get stressed after sex.
Oh, but no. I'm not saying you guys don't get stressed after sex. If you have a high sex drive, you can do it. The tiredness is going to come. But the higher your sex drive is going to overcome that tiredness. But the truth of the matter is, by the time you are back home, that is where you feel knackered. Because now you are done with it and the man is not there. But now you are living with the man under the same roof.
Yeah.
You go to shower, you see his small packs, you want to bathe the pants and give it to him. You cook for him some more, he eats now. Oh, you want to open,
yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's just my take on it. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. On to the next one. This one came from Zahirat. She's 39. I dated my husband for 9 years before we got married. People that knew us when we were dating were so sure that we would get married due to the bond we shared. 2 years after our marriage, my husband told me about his plan to marry a second wife who was already pregnant. My entire life fell apart that moment. I thought the heartbreak would kill me. Although I am still legally married to my husband, I now have an affair with a 37-year-old man who means the entire world to me. This new guy is asking for my hand in marriage, but I won't leave my husband for that new wife because I went through a lot with him.
9 years of dating. Why? 9 years.
That's mad, you know. No, but sometimes.
That's too much.
Yeah, what if they met in probably uni? Or probably like senior high school?
But that's too much. 9 years?
No, but do the calculation.
And he got someone pregnant?
But the thing is, if we are calculating, so 9 years is too much, yes, true.
It's too much.
But I think I said there are different cases too sometimes. Because say, for example, if I met my woman like during senior high school, SS2, 2 years.
SS2, I would say it's back then. I won't call it dating because you guys just want to explore. You just want to explore. It's not dating now. But dating it's not dating. You just want to explore. It's not dating.
But it's there's a commitment.
Made a commitment.
Who just always boy now find on there. What find World Cup? Who explore?
No, in essence, because something help me finish my course.
Oh.
Okay, I wasn't doing that, but
you are Canadian, madam.
I wasn't doing that.
But I mean, bottom line,
I'm an angel. So
GB. But I feel say 9 years is too much, yes. There are cases too that could probably be different based on how they met and stuff like that. But when you get into a marriage home and you decide to marry another person, I think most of the time it boils down to the person's religion or traditional background.
Because that 9 years, even he still got a second wife. So through that 9 years, he was doing something behind your back.
Yeah, most of the time, the second wife in Ankasano, it's a side chick that turned into a second wife.
Side chick. Me, I say it's the more a guy is dating you, the more he's also doing something that you don't also know about.
Wait. I'll take that again.
You are just in the dark thinking, oh, that's the only guy I'm going out with.
No, but take that statement again. What did you say? What did you say? Like, I want to hear that again.
I said the more years a guy is dating you, the more he's also doing something behind your back that you don't know.
That's wild, though.
And he's not sure. If I have to go out with this guy, if I have to go out with this lady, am I going to marry this lady? Like, questions be brave. He has got a lot of questions asking himself throughout those years.
That's actually... Yeah, that's true though. But that's actually a solid point.
Yeah.
That's actually a very solid point.
If I know that this person is the one I'm going out with, why will you take that so much? Yes.
Yeah.
To know if she's the one or not.
Right. That's very true. I think it's 99% of the
if
time.
If university is required, you are doing your course, how many years?
3. Italy na 5.
Then dating.
Italy na 5.
Then dating.
No, but you know, that's what I'm saying.
You should have gotten the marriage certificate, not just like the university certificate.
That's what I think. Say like, there could probably be other relationships that could like.
That's where the second wife came in.
But apart from that, there could probably be relationships where maybe the guy is not in the position to marry, so as the lady. Like say financially.
So you guys just prefer to
say financially, so we'll just be dating till. I mean, we are in the position to get married.
But if you're broke, why be in a relationship? Go find money.
See, I don't want to start that conversation.
Okay, the next story.
Esther, she's 36. But it's not her, please. Cheating on my husband is something I never believed could happen. Unfortunately, I did in 2020. My husband and I were just average earners, although we couldn't afford to buy everything we desired. We were neither hungry nor begging for money. My husband lost his job early last year which caused a little hardship. I had to carry all the responsibilities for about 6 months, which wasn't a problem for me. My boss found out and promised to get my husband a well-paying job at his friend's company if we have sex. It was after we had sex, I realized that the bastard didn't have anything to offer.
What?
I feel so ashamed and I am dying inside because I have betrayed my husband.
What a disaster. What do you have to say?
As of now, my mind is just totally blank and I'm trying to...
That's wickedness.
On the side of the guy?
On the side of the boss.
Yeah, men will always take advantage of women when they realize you are in that need. A lot of men will do that. Like when we see a woman, we sense weakness.
They want to take advantage of
They want to take that advantage. So it takes a very matured person and a woke person to not feed into that sort of energy. Because ask yourself why most bosses will decide to sleep with you before they even offer you a job. They just want to take advantage of that opportunity.
Because you need it so much.
They sense that weakness.
And you're ready to do anything for it.
Do you understand? They sense that weakness.
Yeah.
But as a woman, because these stories I've heard it bare times.
Yeah. Even it mostly happens in Ghana because of the hardship. So if a lady is even going for a job interview, they will be like, the bosses will be like, oh, then offer me your body so that I can also offer you the job.
Now, for it to go to the extent of you being a woman and offering your body to another man, so your man can actually earn a living. How, try and put yourself in that situation. What could that thought process be like? Do you understand my question?
I don't think I do.
In the sense, if I am a woman, my man is not working. My man is Kingsley. He's not working. You are the boss. Now, I came to you.
For a job.
We are already working. But since my husband is not working, I told you that my man actually needs a job, So can you help me get a job for him? Then you tell me you want to ban me being a woman before you can give my husband a job. So putting yourself in that situation, what would be that thought process that you need to give your body to the man so that your husband can get that job?
Well, because I feel most men feel like they have to provide for the family.
Right.
They have to be the head of the family. So me working, my husband will feel some type of feels that my wife is working, he's the one providing. There will be some kind of insecurities.
Okay.
Because what he's supposed to do, I'm the one doing it. So I would like to put myself in that position for my husband to also get that kind of ego back as a man.
So for the mere fact that you want to feed your husband's ego, you would consider giving your body to your boss so he finds a job for your husband. That is how the thought process could be.
Yeah, for him to get back.
If you were in that
get back on his feet.
On his feet.
Yeah.
Do women tend to feed into into their man's ego, seeing them on top?
Well.
Do you get my point? Do you get my question?
No.
In the sense that if you see your man providing, if you see your man on top, if you see your man doing what he needs to do to be seen as the man, do you women feed into that?
Yeah, we do. We do, because that's how they were raised. That's how they were being raised, or that's how the society sees them.
Right.
So if he is not doing that, he feels he's not performing his duties or responsibilities.
That is understandable, but that is on my side as a man.
Okay.
But on your side as a woman, if your man is not performing his duties, but you want to see him perform his duties, but then you feel like you need to play a role which can go to the extent of you giving your body to another man, so he can fit in there. With that point, it is just about your feeling. I want to understand the woman's energy or that feeling towards working to make sure that the man not reach to the point of ban person. Do you get my point? It is Obama say me person me who say me man is president, and as a person me who say me man company way. It's me ne boss ba akoda. And son and a boss, no, I'm
a job. No.
It's just because you want to see your man up there.
Up there, yeah.
You want to do everything.
Everything.
In that sense. It's is it like you want to reach the point where you can also let's say, for example, I say boasty. You see how parents want to see
that, okay, my man is this, my man is doing that. Yeah.
Do you ladies feed into that sort of energy?
Yeah, we do. We do. Most of us we do. We do. Because we always want them to be the leader. We always want them to take the lead.
Okay. On to the next one. This one is anonymous.
But it's really guy if your man is actually providing for you, doing everything for you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we were raised though. Mm-hmm. We are just meant to be the providers.
So every lady wants to see his man doing that.
All right. Cool. This one is anonymous. Mm-hmm. He said the only reason why I started doing Dimeji, now husband, back then was because of his caring habit, financial stability, and generosity. I didn't know it will lead to marriage because I neither loved nor found him attractive right from the beginning. Throughout my relationship with Dimeji, I was dating another guy called Soji, who I intended to marry. A year after dating, Dimeji took me on a trip to Paris and asked if I would marry him. I couldn't say no, even though I didn't want to. Now that we are married, I still don't love my husband as much. The marriage is like a cage to me because I wasn't done on the streets before he put a ring on it. I cried a lot the day I heard that Soji got married to another woman because I truly loved him. I know Dimeji doesn't deserve this, but I have dated 3 guys since we got married.
What?
In August 2019. There are levels to the story. Now, let's start from where you know you don't like the guy.
But you went in for him.
Because they kind of like shoot some parts that you want. The guy has financial stability.
That's some money. Every lady wants money.
Yeah, but it's some sort of security. Akoya said there are some boxes that you ladies need to take off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When that source of security, with financial stability and all of those stuff are ticked, you're kind of like good, right? But attractiveness, you are not attracted to him. You don't like him. Now he's treating you in a certain manner that the person you love is not giving you that energy. Took you to Paris and asked you, will you marry me?
And you accepted.
Would you not accept it? You are in Paris with him.
So,
but you are with him because
marriage is a lifetime thing. This is somewhere you're going to spend your whole life with.
Right.
If you know that, okay, I'm not ready for it, just say no.
But do you think
you can't put yourself in that position?
Yeah, but do you think a lot of women can actually say no when they are being proposed to?
Yeah, people don't say no.
Yeah, but because these days we see it on the internet. But in reality, sometimes it's hard for them to say no because they know the guy is not doing anything wrong.
Me, I see the lady to be someone, okay, I don't want you to go. I want you to stay, and I still don't want you.
Right.
I only want you here because of the opportunities you're offering me.
Right.
But not because of the marriage.
That's true, That's very true. But why would it be, sir, the person that you truly want to be with, you don't focus on that person? Because I don't see it to be true love if you're not focusing on that person.
It's not.
The person doesn't have money, but that's the person you want to be with. But you decided to go with someone that takes all the finance, takes all the securities for you.
But you don't love him.
Fine, when you do nisika. But I don't know pay. You on your friend, so you get everything. But yeah, there's also another shade to the story where.
And right now that the other one you like is married, you are jealous of it. Like, is it witchcraft?
Yeah, and on top of it, you decided to still cheat on your husband because now that you didn't get the one that you truly wanted, you are with someone that you don't love, so you are cheating on your husband. You are still for the streets. You are not meant to be married.
That's it. You weren't ready to be married, but just because of the money and the opportunity, you just accepted it. Hey, most women.
Things are happening, no.
Hey, good.
All right, this one came from Claire. She is 33. She said, my husband and I were 5 and 6. We were so in love that we were so in love that people pray for our kind of love, both in real life and on social media. In 2020, I found out that my husband had been dating a younger girl for over a year. I became very sick and depressed because cheating on me was the last thing I ever imagined would happen in my marriage. That's how I also agreed to date another guy to revenge for what my husband did to me. I fell in love with this guy and we were always communicating. My husband found out and it caused a serious fight that we had to involve both of our families. I stopped dating the guy, but the only problem is that I'm not sure if my newborn is for my husband or the guy. Let me drink to that one. Cheers to the bone too.
Hey. So these stories are something else.
You know, this whole revenge thing.
Revenge will make you do something you're not even supposed to do.
But you know the funny thing? Most women revenge with guys that they truly like. They don't revenge with guys that
you don't like.
Nah.
Because you are not meaningful to them. So why will I revenge on something that I don't care about?
But I mean, you can confirm that to me.
Hey, how?
Oh, I mean, you are a woman. You represent the thousands and millions of women out there who you will you will only talk to a guy that you like, true or false?
True. If I don't like you, I won't even tolerate you in the first
Exactly.
place.
Men, we don't do that. We talk to everybody.
Everybody.
Every girl. That's the nature of men.
And you just picked one out.
Yes. Do you know why?
Why?
It's because women, you have options that you choose from. Men, we don't have options that we choose from. Until we work our way up, then the options come to us.
Okay.
So whilst we are working our way up, we are just working like darts. Like, we see this one, we try our shots. We see that one, we try our shots. We see that one, we try our shots. And we might try our shots, and since maybe Kingsley is a fine man, then he will get like 2-3 girls that like him at the same time. Then now he has to think of the one that he has to move to, which is the one that he's with right now. You understand?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That is how men we function. But a woman, there are so many women in her DMs.
A will come. No, I don't like him. I'm not interested. B will come.
But she chose James. She decided to talk to James.
Hey, as your woman dating James on accident.
James.
How you said James?
She said she didn't like Bible names like that. You understand? The moment you decide to talk to Peter, it's because you liked Peter. That is why you're talking to Peter.
True.
But men,
if I'm keeping James, then it means I don't want to feel bored if Peter is not around. So I'm just keeping James for my company, and not because I like him.
So bottom line, this is not part of the conversation, but can we classify a woman chatting with another guy as cheating?
Nope.
This is why I'm asking you this.
Okay.
I said this because you like the person. That is why you're starting to talk to that person.
Yeah.
So there's an emotional investment. Sort of emotional investment.
True.
Do you consider emotional investment as cheating when you are in relationships?
No.
Sisi ana obekasi nonka maybe say people obekasi fe. You understand? But bottom line, let us know in the comment section below. If a man chats to a woman, is he cheating? If
the guy wants to be there for me, why not? I'm come to keep.
If the guy wants to be there for you, then why not? I know they are going to cheat on the husband 3 times. Khadija, she's 40 years old. She said, I got drunk and fucked my husband's friend last year, December.
Wow.
Whenever I come to Nigeria with the kids, we spend a few days at my husband's friend's house in Lagos before his driver drives us to Ibadan. His wife is late and all his children, except the last born, are in Germany and Australia. We had a lot to drink when having a conversation one night. After the children went to bed, one thing led to the other and we started going at it. We had sex twice before that morning.
What?
If you were the man and you got to find out, would you still be with her?
No, I won't.
Why?
Because even if I'm with you, I'm still going to do the same thing.
Okay, so that is your thought process.
Because I find cheating as a choice. You decided to do it, so go ahead and do it.
But at this point, she was drunk.
Then what if I'm not around, then the guy is around, then he still get drunk, the intimacy is still going to repeat itself. Exactly.
So, do you feel that, or do you think that this happening, she had a choice to make to not reach that point?
Yeah, she had a choice.
What would that choice be?
Because they are most ladies, they know themselves that if I'm going to take alcohol, it's actually going to put me in this kind of situation.
Right.
So you have to avoid it in the first place.
What do you think that lady needs to do?
Stay away from him and concentrate on the marriage.
No, like I'm talking of the situation where they are at home and they are drinking.
No, that they are drinking. I would say it's the mind is not actually working normal anymore.
No, but before the cup came in, there was a process to open the alcohol. And you know yourself when you drink, you're obviously going to get drunk.
But you took the alcohol.
You took the alcohol.
I mean, they both wanted it.
Reason why I'm asking is, you know, as humans, we all try and create perceptions for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes, we understand that in life, anything is bound to happen. Right? It is like rape.
And there are certain things you can't avoid.
Exactly. It is like rape.
Yeah.
If a woman says, I just got raped, I'm not going to ask you what were you wearing. I'm not going to ask you why were you there.
What happened?
I'm just going to take instant action by seeing to the authorities and making sure that guy faces, because it is an instant that doesn't need to be thought about. And you had no power over it. Now, when you are in your right senses as a person and you are moving into a certain like scenery, if there's going to be alcohol, you know yourself. I know myself when I know that I drink.
Yeah.
When we are all drinking, we know the limit that we can all get to. Now, let's say, for example, if the person dropped something into your drink, you had no power over that.
True.
Do you get the process I'm creating? But when we all understand that we decided to drink, say, Hennessy, and that's your favorite, and we start drinking it, you know when you drink Hennessy, you're going to get drunk.
Drunk, yeah.
Now, you decided to drink that Hennessy. It's fucking 1 a.m., but you still decided to do that.
Still drinking.
You're still drinking. Now, if you come to me and you told me, oh, I'm sorry, it's because I was drunk, I might give you the benefit of the doubt, but I might still divorce you. Why? Because there was a process of you walking into that door at 9 a.m. and still deciding to stay there till 10 p.m. when you guys decided to still drink Hennessy till 3 a.m. And by 5 a.m., you guys had banged 3 times.
Not once for you
Not
to even
once.
say it was a mistake, but 3 times.
You know, like I feel like a lot of people try and create that benefit of the doubt case or statements for themselves so that you as a person can get to understand it if shit happens. That is how I see things in life right now. Because there are cases
they
where...
use it as an excuse.
Thank you. Because I feel that there are cases where you can have power over it as a person,
but you prevented
know how to place yourself in that zone and prevent yourself. It is like knowing a guy is abusive and comes to your home all the time. When that guy knocks on your door, would you open that door?
I won't.
Exactly. But if you still open that door and you just say you just wanted to hear what he had to say, you are stupid.
Very stupid.
Because if that guy rapes you, I'm sorry. When you go to the authorities, do you know what the authorities are going to say?
So you knew the person was abusive.
Number one, that guy is your ex. Fuck it. They're not going to do any shit against you.
You allowed it to happen to you.
You get my point? But it's just sad that a lot of people don't want to learn that, hey, shit happens in life, but I actually have power
over them
before they might even happen.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? So sometimes it's just sad for shit to happen when you deep it and you ask yourself, say, but you know you could have prevented this thing from the beginning. No?
But you didn't.
But with the Hennessy now.
So I can say that they both wanted it to happen. And it was their choice. Do
you think cheating is always a choice?
Yeah, cheating is always a choice. It is.
Do you think some cheating...
You know that this man or this woman I'm talking to, at the end, I'm going to experience some kind of feelings for him or her. So why don't I let him go to prevent it from happening?
Right.
Because I already have someone in my life. Yeah. But you go on talking to that person and one thing leads to the other. And later on you come and tell me, say, oh, it was a mistake.
Exactly.
So you decided that it will happen. No mistake, yeah.
Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. The last one came from Neoma. She is 34. And she said, I had this guy I was always chatting with on Facebook before I got married. 2 years into my marriage, he messaged me again on Facebook and we started talking. He often sends me his penis pictures and told me he would bang me to stupor when we meet. What? To stupor? What word is that?
Oh, stupor.
I've never seen that word before. My husband was on a business trip the first 2 times.
I thought she was single.
She said, I thought she was single. My husband was on a business trip the first 2 times I went to meet with this guy. I didn't know my husband was already back in Lagos the 3rd time. On that day, we weren't going to a hotel like we used to. We were only going to a secluded restaurant to eat with one of his friends. My husband showed up from nowhere and scattered the table. Long story short, it led to a serious fight and the 2 guys started to beat my husband. I tried everything I could to rescue him, but my husband won't stop acting stubborn. Last, other people had to interfere before it got settled. I am still married to my husband, but the relationship is not like it used to be.
Yeah, it won't be like it used to be. It won't.
Kingsley, let me ask you one thing. You're a guy. If you see a man moving to your partner or you realize a man is having something to do with your partner, would you fight that man? If you are a woman, you see a woman moving to your partner, would you fight that woman?
Nope, I won't.
Why do people actually do that?
Fight them or
fighting the other person. Because I don't see the problem with those people. Those people are just hunting.
Yeah.
It is
it's up to the man or the woman to decide
it is you,
if I'm going to fall for it or not.
So you have to, I don't even think you have to even fight your partner. But even if you fight Crumble now, it has to be with your partner, not the other person.
True.
See, the person had to inbox the girl on Facebook, started sending D-pics.
And she was receiving them. Madam Receiver. What turning the Bluetooth on? And all just ready to pearl.
Ready to pearl. I say a pair. You understand? One casa.
The Bluetooth you are connected is ready to
like.
Oh gosh.
Sometimes it be somewhere.
And the man had the infantry to fight with the men.
Oh no, but some guys, we gave him more.
But maybe the guy was so hurt.
Yeah, but I even feel there was no business trip. He realized the girl was banging and he decided to do that so he can find out. Because sometimes women, our movement is somewhere. The moment we get a tip, we'll give you some key or we are going on a business trip, put you in that case, then you start doing what you normally do.
If a woman is cheating, then a guy like suspected, then he's like, I will surely get hold of my woman or have to actually see what she's up to. She can find out. He can find out.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing? A lot of women always say, if a woman is cheating, it's going to be hard for a man to find out.
Never.
This is coming from another woman. You know,
if a man finds out that, okay, or suspecting that my woman is cheating or going out with another man, just give him like less than a week.
See, God bless you. No, let me tell you something. This is one thing a lot of women.
If it's more than months, then it means that guy has already noticed, he has already seen you, but he doesn't want to talk about it.
A lot of women have the perception that they are so good in lying, in cheating, in doing things that men are not going to find out. Right. Truth of the matter is, we just don't want to go finding those problems. We don't want to disturb our peace as men. Men, we rank peace over everything.
They just want the woman to come out clean.
We just don't want to. If a man, oh, Charlie. See, men, we are the curators of the cheating game. You want to use that game against us? How?
Never. You can't do it. You can never do it.
We curated those things, but you want to try and tell us you know the game.
You are the smartest among the men.
You know cheating past man. See, the fact that you chat and delete. From that point, Nankasa, you're already cheating. But the fact that you deleted,
We've seen it pass.
Oh, you know the number of messages we have recovered. I almost Charlie, don't cheat on your husbands and wives because each one of them will catch you.
Thinking you're not going to find out.
It's been a lovely conversation.
Yeah, it has.
I am long. But yeah, we had to bring it to you guys. Marias here. Anything you want to tell them?
You've already said it. Yeah, the cheating aspect.
Okay. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want
one man, just stick to one. If you don't want to, just leave.
Is it that hard?
That's it. It's not hard. It's not.
Tell me what relationship be a deal when marriage.
Oh.
Oh, you do it. What recording? What's that recording? We are about to say you enjoy it. Cry.
We'll bring the heat later. We'll bring the heat on the next episode.
Oh, Charlie, we are out of the 2